Here's the truth. If you're a short man in 2024, it's over for you. You should just give up, is what I would say if I were a loser. Now let's jump right into the video because I don't want to waste your guys' time. Today we're going to be talking about how to get women as a short guy. Now for reference, I'm short. I'm only 5'5", okay? 5'5", built pretty good, built pretty aesthetic, whatever you want to call it. But I'm a short guy. I'm only 5'5". So dating while being a short guy has been something I've experienced my entire life. Obviously, I have a girlfriend. I've been in previous relationships. I've never really struggled with women. So I'm going to tell you guys not only my experience, but also how to succeed in dating as a short guy yourself. Now we have to go all the way back with this because the first thing you need to understand, if you're going to succeed in dating as a short man, you have to understand that women care that you're short. They really do. I'm not gonna be blue-pilled and beta and coped you and go, oh, just be yourself and nobody cares. They'll love you for you. No, they care. They really do care that you're short. That is a real thing. I'm not just making this up. They care that you're short. Now, I first experienced this in 9th grade, okay? There was this girl, okay? Let's just call her Tina. Now, me and Tina kind of had a thing, right? We would talk to each other every single day after school. We would FaceTime each other. We would literally just basically spend all day flirting with each other, texting each other, playing iMessage, stuff like that. Now there was one little problem. She was like 5'7", 5'8", and I'm 5'5". I was probably even 5'4" or 5'3" at the time. I was 14 years old, a freshman in high school, right? And I remember distinctly, I was on my bed, bro. I literally had my feet up over my bed like that, like how I would have them over my chair. I had my feet against the wall and I was laying on my back and I'm talking to her. That's how that's how you know you're whipped. She says to me, and I don't remember exactly what she said to be completely honest, but it was something along the lines of either, I wish you were taller or you need to get taller. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of based. My response to that was yeah, well, I'm not. And she was like, yeah, I know. And once that whole entire situationship thing, whatever, ended, I thought back and I realized, man, if I were taller, I probably would have done better in that situation. And that was really the first thought in my mind, oh, if I'm short, it's going to be harder for me to date. And that's something that I want you guys to understand in this video. It's going to be harder for you to date. Now, fast forward to college, I hadn't really thought about that. I started dating a girl junior year of high school. I dated her up until my second semester of college. And after we broke up, it was a relationship that should have ended earlier, so I wasn't that sad. I kind of straight away just got talking to girls and putting myself back out there and getting social. Now, when I started doing that, I actually became self-conscious. I actually started approaching girls and I'm talking to them and you can tell when a girl just isn't really interested in you. And I also feel if you're a short guy, you can kind of tell when it's because of your height. They just kind of get off the vibe of nah, I'm not attracted to you, right? And it's whatever. No hate, no harm, no foul, no ill will towards them. But you realize that and it starts playing with your head. You're like, bro, I'm only 5'5". I'm approaching girls who are 5'5", 5'4", 5'3". Are they really gonna date a guy who's only an inch or two taller than them, maybe even the same height? And I remember something my brother told me, right? We were sitting there, I was living with him my first year in college, and he picks me up from school, and he's literally, bro, it's so annoying and so stupid, because he would flex in the mirror, but he would only do one flex, he would just do this, and just move back and forth, he wouldn't do a front double by, he wouldn't do, any poses, he would just stand like this and go like this in the mirror, right? Boom, boom, boom. And he's short like me, right? So I ask him, I go, yo, bro, what do you do when it comes to dating? Or I didn't say that. That sounds stupid as heck. I was like, bro, what do you do about being short and dating? When it comes to girls who are short, what do you do about that? And he's looking at himself in the mirror flexing and he's like, this is literally his response. He's like, yeah, that's probably the first thing girls tell each other is how tall a guy is. Thinking that would help me. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I get that. That's the first thing they see, right? They see how tall you are. But what do you do about that? And he was like, what do you mean, bro? If a girl doesn't like you, she doesn't like you. I can't control that, And that just kind of stuck with me from that point on. I kind of realized, oh, shoot. If a girl doesn't like you, she doesn't like you. You can't control that. There's some girls who only date guys who are 6'4" and above. Even if you were 5'11" or 6 feet, they wouldn't date you. So you can't control that. Literally, you cannot control that. It's entirely genetic. There's nothing you can do. So there's no point even dwelling on it. Like, I approached so many girls, and like, whether or not they found me attractive because I was too short didn't matter to me, because they would let me know. They would either say, hey, here's my number, and then text me back, or they wouldn't text me back, or they'd be like, oh, I have a boyfriend, or they'd make up some excuse. They let you know. So what was the point of that story, you might ask? Well, number one, I just wanted to give you a little backstory of my life so the video is a little bit more interesting than me just saying, do X, Y, and Z. But you really, truly, and fundamentally need to comprehend that, yes, you are at a disadvantage in dating if you're short. It's okay. Sorry, there was a hair flying around. It's okay. Everybody has their own disadvantages. Some people, like, don't have money. Maybe they're born to a poor family, and maybe they're naturally don't have a high IQ. Maybe they're not that attractive. Maybe they're, have some emotional, like, it's whatever, right? You're short, we're short, we'll deal with it. That's number one. The next part is, and I don't want to say compensating, like, I don't want to say the next part is compensating, but it kind of is. There's no real other way to describe it, but I'll try. The next part is being introspective and understanding that if I don't have this quality, I should probably increase the qualities that I can in order to make up for that. If I'm naturally not tall, maybe I should get jacked. Maybe I should go to the gym. Maybe I should get shredded and get aesthetic, because that's another form of attractiveness. I remember I saw this Kevin Samuels video once, and me and my roommate were watching it because it was very funny. There was this guy who was on the show who was like 5'4", like 290 pounds, was like a broke college student, and he was complaining about girls not approaching him. Now, obviously, you could see the errors in his reasoning, but Kevin Samuels was kind of roasting him because he was like, bro, you gotta pick your poison. You can't be short and fat. You can't be short and broke. And that's what I'm trying to tell you here. If you're short, you got dealt your poison. I would say pick your poison, but it was already chosen for you. Now you have to realize, well, I can't be short and skinny because I'll just look like a kid. I can't be short and fat because that's just two negatives, and it does not make a positive in this situation. I can't be short and broke. I gotta do something else. I gotta dress nice. I gotta smell good. I gotta get in the gym. I gotta get in shape, because those things will slowly start adding up and kind of offsetting the fact that you're short. You have to be realistic. Dating is competitive. Life is competitive. I would never sit here and lie to you guys and sell you some falsehood, some fake reality of, dude, you can just, be short and be a nice little petite, cute little guy who is himself and doesn't work out. No, you need to get in the gym and get jacked and get aesthetic. Because if you're aesthetic, a girl might look at you and say, he's not that tall. There's taller guys, but he's taller than me. He's tall enough, and dang, he looks really good. And that will work for you. That has worked for me. Literally, I've dated girls. My girlfriend right now is 5'1.5". My ex was like 5'5", my height. I've talked to girls taller than me. Like, if you get in the gym and start getting in shape, then it's like, oh, okay, you have something else to work with. You have something else to offer. That's reality, and that's how you have to see it. If you start dressing nice, if you start smelling good, maybe if you have some things going for yourself, then all of a sudden you have other traits that these other people who are taller than you might not have. Now, I saved the best secret for last, okay? The best way to get women while being short, especially in 2024, you gotta stop caring. You gotta stop being a wimp. You gotta stop being a loser and letting your height define you. I know it sounds cliche and like, oh, believe in yourself, but I'm telling you the exact opposite. I'm telling you that you're being a loser and you have to stop. What? Who cares? Literally, who cares? Who cares? No one cares. No one's gonna feel bad for you. No girl's gonna date you because you're short. Okay, if you're some guy who walks around like, oh, I'm so short, girls don't like me. Guess what? Girls aren't gonna like you. But if I can get women, if I have buddies who are my height or shorter than me who can get women, why can't you get women? I've seen YouTubers. I was watching this one YouTuber. Dude's like 5'3". Look at Kai Cenat. Bro's like 5'2". He's doing his thing. I've seen guys who are 5'3", especially a lot of Mexican guys. They don't have the genetics. Hey, I don't have the genetics, but they might not have the genetics, and they might be shorter, and they do their thing. Right? I've seen guys who are 5'3", 5'2", who pull women, who go out, who get play, right? Who do their thing. And then I've seen guys who are like 5'9" and 5'10" complain about being too short. Yeah, bro, I'm only 5'9.5", bro, I'm too short, that's why I can't get women. Yeah, bro, 5'10" is the new 5'5", you gotta at least be 6'2". How many excuses are you gonna make for yourself? How many times are you gonna tell yourself, well, the reason why I can't get a girlfriend is because I'm short, when there are people shorter than you getting girls? Be exceptional. Be better. Be different. Try harder. Life's not easy. Who cares? Even if you're the shortest man in the world, you have to have them in. Okay, maybe not if you're the shortest guy in the world, but you get what I'm saying. Even if you're as short as me or shorter, you're 5'4", you're 5'3", you're 5'2", have the mentality of, okay, I'm gonna pull. Sure, I might only be able to talk to 10% of the population of women, you know, but that's still like 15 million girls. I'm gonna go and do my thing. I'm gonna talk to girls who are only 4'11" or 5 feet until I get one for me. That's how you gotta view it. Now, if you guys enjoy the video, please like, please subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see next. I'll see you guys in the next video.